Okay, trying this again. Give me 1 second. I had to move areas and everything. Okay. What a day. Okay. I apologize about that. Unfortunately, technology is not on my side today. And so I am back and I am going to have to restart. And I was really loving what I was saying. So I have to try and remember what I was saying and the way I was saying it. Because a lot of the times I just speak from whatever comes to mind. I don't pre-plan. I have notes, like I have bullet points I want to make sure is covered. But are you guys seeing me okay? Can you let me know? Okay, Jordan. Jodian. Yeah, I know. That was not you guys. My computer, my laptop decided today's a good time to update right during your live, even though you've been working on it all morning. So I'm just going to update it now while you're doing something. So, all right, we are here. Say hello. Love it. Where are you guys located? I would love to know where you're located while we do this. Okay. Rewind. Let's take a deep breath because that was very frustrating. And whenever I want to talk about mindset, I always want to be in like the best moments for it. And it doesn't take long. I'm going to show you how to get into the vibe right here. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to get into the vibe. If you were watching the previous one, you are going to, you're going to see why I was in such this high vibe. I'm right there. I can feel it, but I'm going to put myself back into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how do you attract more money without working harder. It's almost like it meant to happen this way because you're going to see how to put yourself back into this really good high vibe. I also put a cough drop on my mouth so I can stop coughing. So the first thing first is how do you do that? So how do you attract more money without working harder? And that is affirmations. And for those of you that that are literally thinking, here she goes again with affirmations, right? Here she goes. She's talking about this woohoo shit. Trust me when I say I understand. I understand that it seems a little crazy that affirmations is such a game changer. But affirmations is, you have to trick your brain, right? You have to trick your mind into matching the energy of money and attracting more. And if you've watched my other lives, you would have seen that money and attraction, it's just energy. It's just energy. Money is just energy. And you just have to decide that you are going to be a match for this and you want to become this energetic match to the vibe of money and affirmations. And you want it to bring you into this state of belief when you say them. And that just takes time. Okay. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not something that's just going to magically appear and you're going to believe and start attracting millions of dollars. That's not how this works. You have to get on this energetic, as Amanda Francis says, an energetic match to what you're going to make. Okay. And so when we talk about that energetic match, how do you do that? And that's affirmations to get yourself up there. And trust me when I say I understand this is woohoo. Okay. Well aware that it's woohoo. I was totally against it, but it works. Affirmations work. It takes time. It takes constantly repeating it to yourself, but it does. And so we are going to talk about affirmations to get us into a vibe of attracting it. And then I'm going to share the story that I was trying to share when my computer decided to be a jerk. So I moved into here. So, hey, everybody, I'm glad it's working. So let's talk about it. So I've been doing in our Facebook group, I've been doing money affirmations the entire week. And I copied some of them and moved them over here. But we are going to do them here. So I am going to read a bunch of affirmations. And I want you to take the ones that apply to you. Okay? Take the ones that when you hear, it resonates and it does something with you. Because as you do that and you start manifesting things and you start really doing these affirmations, you are going to believe in it. And I will share the story of how much this works right after here. But in case I get cut off, I want to make sure I get this part off. So, affirmations around money. Let's repeat after me the ones that you want. And then into the chat, If any of the ones that I say you really like, please tell me into the chat. Just type it back out so that I know which ones resonate the most with you guys. So let's start. So take a deep breath. So every time before I do affirmations, which is perfect that I'm doing it here to get myself back into this high vibe, before I usually speak on mindset, everything like that, I take really deep breaths. This is a manifestation tool to calm your body, even though it's weird because you're trying to get in this high vibe, to calm your body and get yourself to listen. So I want you to take 2 deep breaths. Just take them in, hold, let out, take another one in, okay. Now I want you to take the ones that you like and type them back to me. I'm going to give you a bunch of them right now. I'll repeat them twice. So in case you don't hear it the first time, you will hear it the second time. Okay? I am willing to be guided. I am willing to be guided. And what this means is I'm willing to have these next steps happen for me and be guided into my next spot, my next step to manifesting. Okay? I'm going to move this over because apparently my clicking is too loud, but I'm trying to go in between different chats. Okay? There we go. Ready? I am willing to be guided. I am worthy of the money and the income that I desire. I am worthy of money and the income that I desire. I attract money from all avenues and opportunities. I attract all money from all avenues and opportunities. Despite my past and beliefs that were drilled into me, I am worthy of making money to become financially free and financially wealthy. So I added into that, so I got to remember, despite my past and beliefs that were drilled into me, I am worthy of making money to become financially free and financially wealthy. Okay. I see it coming in from YouTube. Thank you so much. Women in the group, any of these resonating with you? Type them back to me. My work as a real estate investor is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. I got most of this wording from Amanda Frances, and I love it. My work as a real estate investor is of high service and worthy of massive compensation. I will always make between blank and blank. So what is something that is your minimum that you're going to make every month that you have to make no matter what? You have to align with that's your bare minimum. And what is your future goal in the next few months that feels like you can align to? So I will always make between blank and blank. Right? And this will more make sense tomorrow when I explain energetic minimums that I learned from Amanda Frances. Okay? I am a match for blank dollars. So what are you trying to attract on a monthly basis? I love it. I will always make between 10 and 50K. Love it. I am a match for blank dollars. I will always make between 10K and 120,000 a month. You guys are awesome. Okay? I am willing to see things differently. Help me shift my perspective. And this is perfect with a comment that just came in. Despite my past and beliefs, We're going to shift, and tomorrow's live is going to be amazing on how to do that. But I'm willing to see things differently. Help me to shift my perspective. I am ready and willing to clear my history, my blocks, and the stories that I have believed in the past around money. I am ready and willing to clear my history, my blocks, and the stories that I believed in my past around money. This one's from Amanda Francis. It is safe to have everything I want. It is safe to have everything I want. Notice how I've been saying this, my whole energy has calmed. I've noticed that my whole entire energy has calmed. I still have more affirmations, by the way. This is what it does, right? Your energy calms and you become this match for what you're trying to do. And this match doesn't have to be like this whole crackheaded feeling. It can just be really calm and at peace. And that's how you allow the attraction to come in. Does anyone notice that? Does anyone notice how my whole vibe has changed? Maybe not, but I can feel it. I can feel like my whole vibe has changed right now. I am unavailable for lack of money and a lack mindset. I am unavailable for a lack of money and a lack mindset. The one I repeated before, I am way calmer, I know. Let's see. I am ready and willing to clear my history, my blocks, and stories around money. I reworded it for you guys, but that was basically what it said. Okay. I write this one every single day. I saw it on a TikTok. And I freaking love this one. I write it every day. And honestly, I've started on January 1st because I saw it on December 31st. And I have had an amazing year so far. So I feel it has a lot to do with this. I am the luckiest woman in the world. Let's all repeat that one. We can all get on board with that one. I am the luckiest woman in the world. This is another one I write every day, and I almost feel like I'm in a relationship with money with the way I word this, and I always feel so goofy when I say it, but it works. Money loves me, and I love money. Money loves me, and I love money. Like if I were to go get my grateful journal right now, you would literally see it in every time I talk about money. Money loves me, and I love money. I will definitely be here tomorrow. That's such like a huge compliment that you guys are like excited about this. That's fine, Krista. I am the most blessed woman in the world. That's perfect. There you go. Whatever works for you, ladies, to say, right? Take what resonates with you. You can reword it to match what you feel. Okay? Any money I spend is always returned to me tenfold. Any money I spend is always returned to me tenfold. I say this a lot. Money can be replaced. Go do the things you want to do. Money will come and it will be replaced. Trying to find, I need to just keep my thing over here. Okay. I can have what I want without limits. I can have what I want without limits. Money comes consistently, effortlessly, abundantly, and easily. Money comes consistently, effortlessly, abundantly, and easily. I see I have more than twice. I must have really loved these. I always have more than enough money. I always have more than enough money. This is really good for you. Those of you that are really like check to check, you have to start saying this to yourself. I always have more than enough money. Now I'm giving so many so that you guys can take what resonates with you. Don't worry. There's not that many more. Okay. Making money is easier because I expect it to get easier. Making money is easier because I expect it to get easier. Right? Money comes to us easily. I think I got this from Amanda Francis. I create a reality where the money comes to me and money is constantly flowing to me. I create a reality where the money comes to me and the money is constantly flowing to me. And one thing I want to say is money is not scarce. And living in Miami before I moved over to Fort Myers, but even here, hell, you see that it is not scarce. There are yachts. We have the largest yacht capital in the world, and it's everywhere. And these yachts are not cheap. I mean, they go up to $500 million sometimes, just sitting there that you drive by all the time. Money is not scarce. There's not a lack of money. There isn't. There's literally not a lack of it. It's all within arm's reach. It's how do you get that money in? And that's what we're going to be talking about. I am safe to have everything I want. So I am safe, or it's safe to have everything I want. Here's for the ones that have guilt around it, which I will talk about tomorrow, about making a lot of money. I will go into more depth on this tomorrow. The more money I make, the more money I'm able to give back. The more money I make, the more money I am able to give back. That's a powerful one. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow. I am moving into new levels of abundance. Here, I'm going to move my mic over here. Maybe it won't pick up all the clicking. I am moving into new levels of abundance. Oh, one of my team members says, not sitting here crying or anything. You guys are so sweet. I have them all on, by the way. My entire team is supposed to be on my live right now. There's 6 or 7 of them because I feel like this applies to everybody as a whole. And my company cannot grow without them. So this is great. I am so excited to receive money and see what it can do for me. I am so excited to receive money and see what it can do for me. I'm telling you, it's a game changer, right? Money comes to me in unexpected ways. I love this one. Money comes to me in unexpected ways. I'm so lucky everything works out for me. This is something you should say to yourself every day. I did this once in the group and they loved it. I'm so lucky everything works out for me. Think about that one. If you're constantly focusing on what everything is going wrong and you have all these hurdles and life is just really hard for you, it's because it's all you focus on. And I know that's well, that's easier said than done, but it's not. Just focus on positive, right? I did this mindset on this, positive outcomes. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I want you to say that right now. Let's do it 10 times. I'm trying to make this live short, but I also see the power it's doing in the comments. So let's do it 10 times. I want you to repeat after me. I don't care how crazy you sound. I don't care if you're driving. I don't care if your husband or kids in the background. It's good for them to hear too, okay? So let's do it. Ready? I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. I am so lucky everything works out for me. Final time. I am so lucky everything works out for me. Now I start smiling because I feel so goofy, but it does raise your vibration, right? How did that make you guys feel to say that over and over and over again? Did it, Jesus, did it feel good? Did you feel like this is so goofy, but it's actually making me smile like it did for me? I'm so lucky everything works out for me. I know there's a delay. It made you feel peaceful. Yeah, it does. It makes you feel really good. Tears in the middle. The fear started to be pushed out. Look at that. You're going to make me cry because I know how that feels. Empowered. I felt calm. I want you guys to do the handy dandy post-its, and I want you to put that everywhere so you remember to constantly have that there. Okay? I just get the feeling that this is true. I'm in tears. Yes, it did. This makes me emotional. Good. Okay, so we tend to run from emotion, right? Because we don't want to cry. We don't want to feel good. I talked to somebody about this. I was like, I hate crying. It gives me a headache. It makes me tired. And she talked about, she said, because of your past, you had to hide the fact that you cried. And so you associate crying with this negative connotation. And therefore, you don't get that release that crying so desperately can give you. And it's such a good release to cry. It's not a weakness, it is a strength to let go of everything that's holding you down. So let it cry, right? Like, you guys are gonna make me cry because it's so true. Like, just let it cry. So incredibly emotional with this life. Yes. All right, 2 more. Ready? My work is up. I already did that one. So one more. My favorite one that I repeat to you guys every week, but I say every day, I am a badass manifestation queen. I'm loving it if kids are listening to this. I am a badass manifestation queen. So, out of the ones that I gave you, feel free to share maybe the top one that really spoke to you the most into the chat, please. While I wait for that, I'm going to share the story that I was trying to see because it feels like technology is doing good. Knock on wood, okay? I got wood desk. Speaking of unexpected ways, I got this message on my Facebook yesterday. This woman has been following me for a long time. She's a member of our group. I'm not going to say her name to respect her privacy because she shared some personal things, but I did ask if I was allowed to share the story, and she was like, I would feel honored. Okay? So, she managed to catch my live, and she was like, I don't even know how I was able to catch the live. Yes, I'm live, Sonia. And she was like, but I ended up on it. Now, her husband is in the back rolling his eyes. Okay, so he's rolling his eyes at me talking about manifestation and and I'm laughing as I read this because I see it all the time. Okay, so that's nothing weird. So he's in there rolling his eyes because he can't stand that she's manifesting money or plans to be rich, and she sees herself as thriving, right? And he's a great husband. There's nothing along with that, okay? But it was just really funny because it's harder for people to believe in it, right? If they don't practice it pretty often, right? And so they're sitting there thinking you've lost your mind. And I get it. I've heard it many times. And I said specifically that the money you spend will replace yourself. And she's like, Liz, I'm not even check to check. Like, I can't even afford to feed my animals because I'm running out of food and I don't get paid till Thursday and all this stuff, right? And so she does that and she's listening to me. And I said, the money that you spend will replace yourself. And she's in the background, like, yeah, this is so true. And she said, Liz, not even 2 minutes after you ended your live, the mail came. And I got a student loan reimbursement check of $1,500. Think about that. She is here listening, telling me, have people there telling, she's just rolling their eyes and all this stuff. But she believes so heavily in what I'm saying and what we've been practicing that money showed up anyway. Money she wasn't expecting. $1,500. She's no longer waiting till Thursday. She has that money. Money can always be replaced. And I was so happy for her. First, I celebrated with her. And then I thought about it and asked her this morning, can I share this group to the group? Said, I won't share your name. I won't say anything about you that will give it away, but can I share it to the group? And she's like, of course. Money comes in so many different ways. When I first started manifesting money, I share this a lot. I got a check too from a car that I had closed and paid off on a few months before. And they had already sent me a check that I had overpaid. And then that week, they sent me another check that I had overpaid. It was like $400. That's when I knew that it was working. Yeah, see, Sherry? I was just talking about it. Synchronicities. I just saw your comment come through. Exactly. It happens. When you start believing in the energy of money, it happens. So tomorrow's live is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be so good. I cannot wait for you guys to hear about it. I've been working on it all week. Some practices are the same from last time I shared. Some will be new because things have grown massively. And so I want to share that for you. And I've really, if you have not watched the previous lives or seen the post, I quadrupled my income. So in 2021, I went on this, I'm going to manifest more money without changing everything I was doing because I already run 3 businesses. I'm a single mother. I didn't want to add more to my plate, but I knew I was meant for more. I knew I wanted to be financially free. And even though I was doing great, I wasn't doing great. As far as money, I wanted to make more. And so what I did was I read all these books. I'll share them tomorrow. And I started applying the exercises. And I said in 2022, I was going to double my income from 2021, which was already a really high income. Okay. And I was like, I'm going to double my income. I do this money live. I think like the first time I talked about it in February. And then I did this live in May. And in May, I had managed to triple my 2021 income. And I said, I'm set to quadruple by the end of 23 of my 2021 income. Because I got in such a high vibe, no matter how hard life was last year for me, by the end of 2023, I had quadrupled the May income, not 2021, but the May income. And to this day, I'm still like incredibly shocked. And so I'm going to share all of that here with you as well tomorrow on what I did, what I've changed, what I've adjusted throughout the year. And I made so much, and I don't say this to brag, I show you what's going to happen, is that my CPA did what he did with one of my coaches. And he said, in 2023, you need to buy more property. He's like, you need to get a whole rent because I only wholesale. He's like, you need to get a whole portfolio. He said, you're paying way too much in taxes. He's like, you have to buy properties. So without me even really thinking I was going to do it, I'm getting into rentals this year because I'm getting yelled at. And so I would love to know in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway from today? What helped you? What felt really good for you? What did you think? How do you feel after listening to this? Are you inspired? Are you like, no, I still have some money blocks that I need to talk about? We will discuss a lot tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be really good. And so we'll discuss a lot of that. I will give you tips, tools, exercises to get over your money blocks, things that I've done, things that I've learned, and I will share a lot more. But a lot of today's was more of my experience and what I have said to myself to get me to where I am. I write in my journal 5 to 10 affirmations every single day. I have affirmations all over my house. I have affirmations in my bathroom. I have affirmations on my vision board that I look at every day. I have affirmations here in my office. You know, everything. And so it's pretty cool. And I have one, I think I'm trying to get it framed because I loved it so much, but I think it's right here where it's just, it says bet on yourself. So to end this, bet on yourself. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. There we go. Bet on yourself. No matter what happens in life, the universe and God will always protect you. They will always support you and they will always empower you, but only when you fully believe and align yourself with what you're trying to attract. So bet on yourself. Okay? All right. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. I kept thinking it was Tuesday, confused all my students. I have a call here in a few minutes I have to go prep for with the students. So definitely come back anytime. I'm loving what you guys are saying. For those of you that are on the other channels, they're just talking about how exciting they were, that they loved that they were able to listen to it live, that it was very inspirational. I love money doesn't grow on trees. Money is paper. Paper grows on trees. So it literally does grow on trees. My son actually told me that one day and I cracked up and I was like, you're so freaking right. Money grows on trees. So, all right. Have a wonderful day. I got to go help my students. So have a wonderful day. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Expect amazing, amazing, really quick information. The replays are always available for you to go back and listen to. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later.